How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome back to another game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition post-update 6.0. Today I'm going to be in the Tier 8 American Premium Light Tank, the T92. I like the light tank. I do. It comes standard with the APCR. I don't know what the pen is for the APCR rounds. I think it's like 170 or something. 175. And then the premium heat rounds grant you 200. You know what? I'll just look it up. Seems a lot better than just fucking guessing values and giving false information. Full tank list because I won't be able to find it in the standard tech tree. I will be using tanks.gg. If there's any differentials between the PC and the console version, I do apologize, but this is just the site I like to use because it is convenient and easy for me. 175 average pen for the APCR rounds, dealing 150 average damage on every pen. 210 premium pen for the heat rounds, also dealing 150 damage. 38 millimeters of pen, woo, for the high explosive rounds, dealing 185 instead of 150 on average. Dispersion values don't matter because, well, you're on console. But it says 0.38, and then the aim time is 1.9. So, sorry, 1.8. Phenomenal. It's great. Most of this game is just going to be me being a good light tank and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is spotting for the team. I'm a little nervous because if I get spotted out by that other light tank in the field and like the 4-line as I speak, then bad things will happen to my tank. So I vote not to fire, and instead just am trying to keep myself in the perfect position of these bushes so I can maintain my concealment rating as well as, you know, rack up some spotting damage. So with all that said, this game is... It is getting better ever so slightly, but that doesn't mean much when the game was fine to begin with. The equipment slots are a weird thing because one of the things you need to have on is the outline, what is it, the enhanced targeting system or something, so that you can outline tanks that you're aiming at, because without that you'll just see a red reticle and nothing of the tank that you're shooting at unless they're out in the open, which is poopy. Also, not being able to see your crews before you even start the battle is... How should I say this? It is stupid. I can't come up with any other words. I get spotted there. I make a hasty little retreat, which is absolutely what I should be doing right now. And then I use these bushes. Why doesn't the dispersion values matter? Because you can make any tank as accurate as shit, given that it doesn't have like an aim time of 3 seconds or more. So, it's hilarious. Which this tank obviously doesn't. The map rotation. A lot of people have been complaining about the map rotation. It's always been bad on console. I don't think it's going to get better, guys. I think it's going to get worse. The damage values per game are half of what they used to be, which is terrible. Tier 10 matches. People barely getting over 1,000 damage. And that's like the top 3 players. Pretty ridiculous. Naturally, I'm usually at the top because I get, you know, 3,000, 4,000 damage. And then the players right below me get 1,000, 2,000 or less. It's like the player base went from this is shit to we are all playing with an extra chromosome. It's rough. It is. I don't have much motivation to play anymore, although I do have plenty of games already. When I do play, I get like 5 good ones, and then I save them. But I'm not playing every day. I don't have a premium account. I don't have the season pass. I don't have any need to play, even for the free premium tanks, which apparently they're handing out like participation medals now. So that's fun. But yeah, the view range indicator for the map is really all I need to get back into this game again. I hate being not able to tell how far my view range is just by, like, aiming alone. It's pretty annoying. I get that the white line is your, the range at which you'll be spotted at by other tanks, but it's just... I don't get why the white line... Okay, there's like a circle around your tank, right? Okay, that's fine. And then there's like the constantly blipping thing right near your player indicator, the arrow, and that's the proxy detection range that you have. Which means if someone's behind a wall and you go up to that wall and they're behind it, you'll be able to proxy detect them and they'll pop up on the map. I get it. Why isn't it there all the time? It doesn't make sense. And the straight white line is the one that you're aiming with. That's the direction in which you are aiming. Why that needs to be there is beyond me. We already have the way that we're looking from, like, the grayed out area on our map. Why it's all the way across the map, I don't know. But that's the direction where you're looking. You don't need a straight fucking white line to tell you where you're aiming. They added the gun arcs for tank destroyers, or maybe that's always been in the game. I don't know. But I played a turretless tank destroyer, and the gun arc was there, and that is how far you can go to the left and the right with your gun barrel before it locks in place. But it's... I don't understand why. People who are going to complain that I'm complaining, go fuck yourself, alright? You know my content, and if you're new and you're just joining it for this specific video in general, go fuck yourself. I don't want to hear you complaining. I get the irony that I'm complaining, but people love that, so I'm going to continue doing it. Okay? End of story. End of conversation. So I'm over here. I'm trying to get these fucking tank destroyers to move up a little, because one of them is full health, and as soon as I spot something, I want it to die. I'm assuming they're on, like, the 9-0 line, but of course the Hellcat is going to be right in front of me when I pop up. Wait for it. Yeah, right to my left there. Oh, there he is. I did not get damaged there. That was nice. But he got detected. Maybe he'll die. Probably not, because he's behind the fucking train track. Yeah, he's playing it smart. Good for him. I'm just going to play cat and mouse with that guy. Or I'm not. I'm going to go down the opposite side of the train track and spot their arty, supposedly. Am I going to be ballsy and go on the opposite side? No, I'm going to use the bushes to my advantage. And even though I'm knocking them down, the chances of being hit, like blind, from over here are very slim. I would imagine the Hellcat's going to relocate down to, like, A6, down to these train tracks meet, where the arty would usually be sitting. But he's not here right now. I think he's off, again, in the 9-0 line. But there's the Hellcat. He gets spotted by the tank destroyer behind me, not me, myself. And I think I finish him off. I could be wrong, though. I'm just getting ready to retreat. But he wants to go over the tracks and get killed by one of my friends, so that's cool. Who killed him? I have no idea. Was it the ISU-152? Again, I have no idea. I've just paused it, and I could look back. There was the arty shot. I know exactly where the arty is now. Cool beans. But, like, just have options to take some of these indicators out. Like, when I aim at an enemy tank, I don't need to see... I like that Eagle Eye is always active now. If you aim at an enemy tank, that little box that pops up in the top left corner of your screen will show you what modules are damaged, so you can always tell an advantage that you have over the enemy, which I think is fucking cool. But also, it was a perk, it was a skill. Well, why can't it be that again? I don't understand what the big problem was. And naturally, I have great mobility over this arty, so I'm going to go ahead and just encircle him without worrying about the T92, because we have numbers on him. And if I die, well, then the T32 is basically screwing himself. So I'm going to snipe him right in the side here. Is that a T32? Pretty sure it is. I can't even fucking tell. Or was that a T29? I can't tell. My screen's too small. But that's the game. I net myself a very healthy amount of damage there. 5,400, 5,500 combined? Something like that. So that was a great game for this tank. And even netting myself very little base damage, I got 111, almost 112,000 silver. So that's awesome. Why are the consumables so much as well? I get that there's an event going on where they're like only 10,000 silver instead of 20,000, but they get used up regardless if you use them in battle. It doesn't make sense. The game is coming together, but not enough for me to care about it the way I used to. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.